I have tried to do this video several times and it was interrupted each time. So I'm about to come again and try to do this video. This is my second Yoni Talks, and quickly and briefly, because I have to get back in the house because I do have children up in there. I want to talk about, of course, the Yoni, womb wellness, but the stench. I'm going to talk about the stench. A lot of women carry around a stench. The stench don't necessarily always have to be your body odor. The stench could be your attitude. The stench could be all kinds of things. Your perception of life. You know what I'm saying? The stench. And it's the stench of death. You know what I'm saying? It's the stench of death because we have left our wombs unattended, unprotected, and unloved. Let me say that again. We left our wombs unattended, unprotected, and unloved. So she's actually literally dying out. The screams are coming from, the screams can come in several different ways. Come through aches, pains, cramps, fibroids, over heavily bleeding. I mean, the screams can come all kind of ways, but we don't know how to identify our screams or the voice of our womb because we shut it out. We shut her voice down. We shut it down. And a lot of times we shut down the voice of our wombs because of, we've been abused. You know what I'm saying? Or we've been abused and we don't recognize it no more. We start to mute it so much till we don't even know our own voice. You know what I'm saying? So that stench of death, it comes, we have, from having all types of sexual partners. And sisters, when you have these sexual partners, we are the receivers. So when you're receiving more than the D. As they say, you're receiving more than the D. You're receiving his spirit. You're receiving his soul. So some of us are walking around and our wombs are overweighted. They're overweight. They're overweight because they're full of the souls of these men. You know what I'm saying? And it's full of all these dead souls. These men are not doing anything for you. You're just carrying around their souls. And that creates a stench. Some of us got the stench from our wombs is like a cemetery. We done had so many abortions and now it's carrying around. We got a stench. All right? A stench because we don't even maintain or give maintenance to our womb space. You think about it, when your cycle on, get ready to get some D, or you're having a baby. No, you should be bringing that energy to your womb space every day, because after all, that's the gateway. Nothing from the spiritual world can come through to this physical if it has to come through by way of a woman. All right? So our wombs are important because we take a look at this world on the outside. We can change it. We can change it. We can change it through with our wombs. So I'm just speaking of that stench, and it's deeper than a body odor. This is a spiritual stench. This is a spiritual stench. So when you have something that's stagnant and dead, it's time to clean it up. It's time to clean it up. And one of the ways to start cleaning that stuff up is start working with it. When you want to clean up something, you work with it. You work with it. You bring it back. You give it life. You give it energy. You give it love. And guess what? My whole thing is about to shut down because it's saying that I have like 4 minutes and 37 seconds. So I will finish this. And if you want more information or I come back again when I can get some more room on my phone, just hit me up at Sateria SN.